It's that time of the week again. It is WTF. Yeah, there we go. Oh God, what a weekend of football. And of course, we've got to start off with what has to be said is my game of the week and my match to watch, as well as player of the weekend, without a doubt. No, it's not Everton, because that's getting a bit boring with Lukaku now, to be honest with you. It is Crystal Palace 0, Sunderland 4. Why is it game of the week and the match to watch? It's just unbelievable to see. It really was unbelievable to see. You know, Sunderland, who they stuttered at the start of the season massively, hugely, however you want to say it, and we were diabolical. We were shite at the start of the season. We really were. But when it came to this game, honestly, I was thinking we would lose. I genuinely thought we were going to lose. It's the old manager effect, isn't it? We always get fucking humped off old managers. So Saturday comes along. Yeah, here we go. All Crystal Palace at the start. And then Kone, of all people, Lamine Kone crops up. The ball's cut. Larson, he's whipped in a delightful free kick, and I mean, Christ, any player would be delighted at that. Kone's headed the ball. Hennessy saved it. Is that right? No, I'm losing the plot. Hang on. No, right, sorry, no. Kone's headed the ball. Jones has come in as Hennessy's gone for the ball. Jones has got a touch to the ball. It's hit Hennessy. Come back out. Kone with some Matrix style shit while he's on the deck, just, you know, he's chilling out on the deck, just watching the play. And out of nowhere, some Matrix style shit fucking ends up floating up in the air, volleys it across goal right into the bottom corner. Hennessy and the Palace defence, they're going wild. They're screaming murder, saying it was a foul. And just for all the Crystal Palace fans, it was not a foul. Okay, it was a 50-50 ball. Jones got a touch to the ball first. That is why the referee didn't give it as a foul. It's as simple as that. If Jones hadn't got a touch, then yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you. It would have been a foul. Even though it was minimal contact. But because he got the ball first, it's play on. It's as simple as that. You know, there's no foul to be given. And then, because I had to be reminded of the fucking times that these goals were scored. So that was in the 9th minute. And then comes possibly the best 6 minutes of Sunderland's season. And Don wins the ball on the halfway line. He's running with it. He's running with it. He's running with it. Guess what? He's running with it. There's no Palace players around him. And no one's going for the ball. No one's closing him down. And he lashes a shot. So much so that the curve on the ball hits, you could hear it smack off the post on the way in. Hennessy had no chance. And bear in mind, this has gone to Hennessy's left again. And then no more, bear with me, than no more than 3 minutes later, Januzaj, he's found a boatload of space on the left. He's running, he passes it. It looks like it's going to be a really, you know, one of those Januzaj short, pathetic passes that end up, you know, next thing you know, all of Palace's defence are back, you know. No, he actually got it was a pinpoint pass, it really was. And the next thing you know, Defoe's in, he's taken a touch, he's lashed it across Hennessy's goal. It's gone into the bottom corner again to Hennessy's left. And then I can't remember who got the pass through, but it might have been Januzaj or it might have been Larson. Through to Defoe, he gets into the box, he's on the edge of the 6-yard box. Delaney, I believe it was, pathetic, absolutely pathetic. It really, for defending. Defoe turns him, has time to take a touch, to give himself the room to tee up a shot, and he lashes it in to the back of the net. And again, to Hennessy's left. I mean, I don't know. Somebody has done a lot of fucking research there. I thought it was fucking a huge coincidence that all the goals have gone in to Hennessy's left-hand side. I don't know, maybe a weakness for other teams to exploit. Who knows? Just love that headline. Defoe leads route. And I mean, for Sunderland, 4-0 up, and it's not even half time. And what? Huh? 4-0 up, and there's not even half time. How many times do we have to? Can we say that as a Sunderland fan? Okay, we've gone 2 or 3-0 up before at half time, yeah, but 4-0. And we're so much so, 3-0 down. The Palace fans were chanting, "You're not fit to wear the shirt." I can understand that maybe because the defending was diabolical, but going forward, they didn't really offer too much anyway, to be honest with you. They were really lacklustre. And at times, you just knew, okay, they're going forward, but they've got to do nothing with it. And they didn't. And that's what it was. Okay, they're going forward, no end product. Again, going forward, no end product, And it's just the same old routine going round and round and round. And of course, Sunderland, for the rest of the game, just took their foot off the gas. They didn't really have to bother trying. And they didn't. They were just passing the ball around, and way, Crystal Palace, though, man. Along with Leicester City, who we'll touch on in a second. They are unbelievable. You can't play that badly and expect to stay in the Premier League. That is worse than what Sunderland's defence has been. That was diabolical. Sunderland's has been shambolic, but that was diabolical. It really was. I mean, talk about suicidal defending. And the room that the players had and the room that they allowed them to create was unreal. It's as simple as that. So we're going to move on. So obviously Everton thrashing Bournemouth 6-3. Don't worry, I forgot about Leicester. Lukaku banging in 4 goals. I believe he got 4 in something ridiculous, was it? Scored inside the first 30 seconds. 29, 83, 84. And then Barkley added for the 94th. Bit of hoo-ha about Barkley's celebration, because he was celebrating before he even scored. God, if he had missed it, like a right fucking cock, wouldn't he? I'm not one for gloating like that, especially when your team's already pretty much won the game. But you can understand it. He got ahead of himself a bit. It is forgivable. But for Bournemouth, it ain't looking good now, is it? It really isn't. So Chelsea-Arsenal, they really fucking pissed on Arsenal's day, didn't they? I mean, they shut all over them. So much so 3-0 up, and then Giroud getting a goal back before the full-time whistle. Arsenal, their title hopes, that's it, their titles are gone. They're done. All they can hope is maybe 2nd or 3rd place, really. West Ham beating Southampton 3-1. Hull City, I mean, Hull came close to getting my team of the week. They really did, but obviously Sunderland picked them for the way that was. Hull City, though, beating Liverpool 2-0. What is it with Liverpool? And as soon as Christmas finishes, it's just a dive bomb. It really is. Spurs do us a favour beating Borough. Thank God, keeping them down there. Then we'll skip to Sunday. Sunday was fantastic. Manchester City. And my God, how good is... I can't pronounce his fucking first name. Bear with me, let me find his first name. Gabriel Jesus. So it's fucking, Sky Sports. That man's a fucking legend, he really is. Scoring in the 11th minute. Then Swansea, deservedly, who did deserve a point, got back into the game through Sigurdsson. Fantastic shot. And then I'm thinking at this point, fuck's sake. There's only 2 games on Sunday. There's only 2 results that we want, and that's for both Manchester clubs to win. As a Sunderland fan, and lo and behold, Sigurdsson equalises, and I'm sat there and watching. Oh no! For fuck's sake, Guardiola. He's got Aguero on the bench. He doesn't bring him on to the 80th minute. I'm shouting bloody Mary. Why are you giving him 10 fucking minutes? And thank God, Gabriel Jesus. He gets a free header in the box, pretty much in the dying seconds. Swansea's keeper, he saves it, spills the ball, and Jesus just literally jogs in and taps it home. Thank God they got the fucking win. Keeps them down there with us. Hull City obviously winning was a bit of an inconvenience, but at the same point, it's made it tighter, so it's pulled more teams into it. So in a way that's done Sunderland a favour, but in a way it hasn't. And then, probably going on to the worst team of the weekend. Never mind Crystal Palace, Leicester City. I have never... I mean, Palace's defending was shocking. It really was diabolical. But Leicester's for, was it 4 minutes? Oh, sorry, 7 minutes. For 7 minutes between the first half and the second half. Again, pretty similar to the Dong goal almost. Mkhitaryan wins the ball. He just starts running towards the goal. He gets inside the box. Only this time, a Leicester defender actually decides to defend. Comes in alongside him. He's taken the shot. It's taken a deflection off of Schmeichel, and it's just gone at the top corner. Very unlucky, because Leicester were pretty much in that game. Much like Swansea were against Man City. You know, Swansea did deserve a point. I'm not saying Leicester deserved a point here. They didn't. Because then, no more than literally 2 minutes later, I believe it was Valencia. Zlatan's gone running into the box. Valencia's passed the ball behind him. Zlatan's taken a step back out as he's gone running in. His body weight's completely off. His balance is gone. Somehow he slots it between the legs of Morgan and Schmeichel. There's no way Schmeichel's saving that, because you ain't gonna see it coming. It's as simple as that. So I have sympathy for him for that one. More so for the first one though, because it was very unlucky. And then Juan Mata just bangs it in, doesn't he? You know, as Mata always does on the 49th minute. Beating Schmeichel all ends up. He had no chance of saving it. So yeah, Leicester are down in there. So bottom of the table, I'll go with the top. Top is looking like this: Chelsea on 59, Spurs on 50, Man City 49, Arsenal 47, Liverpool 46, Man U 45. And the interesting one here, the dark horse here for me, is Everton on 40 points. Because they're not that far away. They really aren't that far away, you know. 7 points adrift of a possible Champions League spot. You never know. So bottom of the table, you've got Sunderland and Palace on 19, Hull on 20, Swansea, Leicester, Middlesbrough on 21. I mean, you know, and with the form that most of these teams are showing, Sunderland actually and Hull are probably the only informed teams out of those bottom 5, 6. You know, so it's going to be interesting, it really is. So my player of the weekend, it has to be Brian Oviedo. I didn't mention him in the Sunderland video for good reason, because I wanted this to have more effect on you. Oviedo made Zaha look like he was a National League player. No offence to the lower leagues, by the way. He really did. He had Zaha in his back pocket all game long. I believe not once did Zaha actually manage to beat Oviedo. And his defending was phenomenal for a guy that's only played, 7 games for Everton this season? I believe 3 of them were cup games as well. He was phenomenal. Talk about trying to prove a point. So not only did he get my man of the match, but he got my player of the weekend by far. It was close, because I was going to give it to Defoe, because you know the way he set up his goals was unreal for Defoe. But Oviedo, it was like a beast. He really was. It's just a shame you have to rely on Defoe for all the goals, though, isn't it? But at the same point, with obviously Ndong scoring and Kone scoring, we've actually doubled the amount of goal scorers we've had this season, so can't really grumble too much, can we? So who's been the worst player of the weekend? You know, I could give it to any one of the Palace players, to be fair, because they were fucking diabolical, like I've said God knows how many times. Unfortunately, though, I've got to give it to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy is looking like the shell of a man he was last season. Banging them in, beats Van Nistelrooy's record last season. This season, I think Vardy can't even beat himself, to be honest. You've got to be asking, you know, he can cut it in the Premier League. We know he can. He proved that last season. But the dizzy heights, they've gone. And this is really... If it was a marriage to the Premier League, this is like the dull after that honeymoon period. It really is. Honeymoon period of winning the title. You know, you go off in the summer, you're euphoric, you're happy, you're full of energy. Then the season starts and, wow. I mean, I wasn't expecting Leicester to be this bad. Everyone's saying they'll be relegation favourite. No, they won't be relegation favourite. They'll be fine. No, I got it wrong. Yeah, I was thinking maybe mid-table, just below mid-table, but they're not even going to get that now. They will be lucky to finish outside the relegation zone. And it'll be the first champions to be relegated since West Brom, I believe. So, here's a question for you guys. I want you guys to have a look to see when Sunderland last went, if ever, 4-0 up inside the first half of a game. Or even 4-1 or 4-2. I'll take that. But when did Sunderland last score 4 goals in the first half of a game? Leave your answers in the comments below. Dear. Bit of a cold coming on. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And man, Southampton out of form. Southampton next. It's going to be an interesting one. It really is. Plus, I believe are we at home or are we away? I think we're at home as well. You never know. The fans are going to really get behind the team after that 4-0 rout. So yeah, leave your answers below, guys. And as always, I will be live streaming on Wednesday. You thought I was going. And I will be live streaming on Sunday. So yeah, a bit of a double whammy there for you guys. Not too shabby at all, eh? Not too shabby at all. But now, I am gone.